Good afternoon, NSPOA membership. I would like to do a brief update of where we are in the park. We did have a board meeting on September the 12th, and I would like to update you on the events of the board meetings. I would like to begin by extending our deepest condolences to Rick Boward's family, who passed unexpectedly, and also to the Irwin family from Lot 214. They lost their young son, and our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family and friends. We are deeply sorry for your loss. I would like to next go over the financials for the campground. I'm going to read from you the NSPOA snapshot from September 12, 2020. All of these financial documents are always available to you on the bulletin board in the pavilion. Our checking account balance is $152,987.88. Our PayPal account has $22,795.83. Our CD, $25,055.55. Campground Improvement Fund is $9,605.05. Welcoming Committee has $500. The Goodie Shack's $1,972.85. The Activity account has $1,598.54, and the Kids Club $1,009.78. We had a total of $25,886.08 in income, and that was made up of $14,621.92 from maintenance, electric $6,879.47, citations and late fees $205.50, meter assessment $191.80, account interest $6.39. We had refunds of $3,961 and building permits $20. Our expenses for the month totaled $29,223.35. We paid out $6,439 in insurance. Our electric bill was $9,371.70. Truck and mower, $339.39. Campground maintenance, $532.31. Internet, $100. A filing fee of $67, and our office supplies were $368.52. A survey for $35.25. Garbage, $356.34. Water bill, $2,037.08. Bathroom supplies, $18.49, and our collective wages to all of our employees was $5,869.39. Our finances continue to be strong. I'll go over the delinquency list next. We had one person on the 30-day maintenance, 2 people on the 60-day maintenance, 4 people on the 30-day electric, 1 person on the 90-day electric. Greater than 90-day maintenance, we had 5 individuals. All of those properties have liens, and 3 individuals without proper deeds on file with the office. We've had 2 inspections since we last talked. One on August the 20th for the campground as a whole, and we had 0 deficiencies found. The swimming facility was also inspected on that same day and found 0 deficiencies. The inspector came back for food establishment inspection, and that included the Goodie Shack and the kitchen. They found our COVID practices to be in order. They found all of the deficiencies they previously noted in our kitchen to have been met, and no deficiencies. The Goodie Shack, they found no deficiencies. Once again, we had a brief discussion regarding the need to replace the walls within the Goodie Shack to make sure that they are smooth and not porous. We additionally had a conversation about adding a 3-part sink in addition to a hand washing sink. Now, I have had a member contact me wanting to know how the board is allowed to make the decision to upgrade some of the components within the Goodie Shack. And these are regulatory necessities, and the funding for that is from the Goodie Shack itself. They have sold $1,600 worth of product through our window in 1 month's time. In fact, we believe that Diana, at her current pace, will exceed what is needed for the renovations inside the Goodie Shack. So no funds will come out of the general fund. It will be self-funded by the sales within the Goodie Shack. I understand some people do not feel that the board should make these decisions, but when it comes to regulatory requirements, we have little choice in the matter. It has been suggested that maybe we don't sell food out of the Goodie Shack at all. And a proposal, I've told the individual that they are free to make a proposal to change the functions of the Goodie Shack to eliminate any type of food or treat or anything served out of the window, which would eliminate the need for these renovations. I'm sorry that sometimes we have to make decisions that you don't agree with. We certainly try to do the best we can for the overall good of the campground. The other question I'm asked about the Goodie Shack is how Diana Linker became the person in charge of the Goodie Shack. And our prior coordinator resigned her position there, and the board looked back to see who the second runner-up for the position was, and it was Diana. We extended an offer to her to see if she would fill that void, and she has stepped up and done this job very well, and we are happy to have her there, and I want to thank her for her efforts in the Goodie Shack. As far as the winter contracts, you will be getting a document soon that will ask you what your intentions are. If you intend to stay over the winter months, we have added all of the costs that include the cost of the sewer plant, the trash pickup, electric usage fees. In addition, there was a minimal amount last year compared to the previous year, but the amount of time our employees were called in emergently to repair sewer issues and the like, and all total that came to $8,357.65. That will be divided among the campers who sign contracts. To give you an example of what that might look like, I expect about 40 campers to sign contracts, and that would be $208.94. For those of you that haven't been here before, the individuals that stay over the winter months are responsible for paying for the fees that are incurred over the winter, and we estimate that based on the needs from the previous year, and we divide that up among the campers that opt to stay here. You can pay that in one lump sum or divide it over the total 5 months. If you're not staying here your entire 5 months, you will be given an option of doing a monthly only, or you can even divide your total fees, if you're staying the full 5 months, into monthly payments divided equally over 5 months. We will get the letters out to you soon and ask that you return those to us as soon as possible so we can get that calculation, the final contracts, out to the individuals. The park is scheduled to close on November the 1st. We will shut the water off at 7 p.m. on November 1st. Again, the park will shut the water off on November 1 at 7 p.m. with plans to blow the lines out and winterize on November 2nd, the morning of November 2nd. If we have inclement weather where it is cold and risks freezing of our water lines, we will do it before that date. But as of right now, our plans are to turn the water off on November 1 at 7 p.m. with blowing the lines out on November 2nd. The pool is currently closed. They will be draining the water soon. Thanks to everyone who helped keep the pool up and going through this season. We do have a fair amount of work that needs to be done on our pool. It is in much needed repair. We have some rather large cracks that need to be addressed. The entire inside of the pool is needing air blasted and some crack repairs. Now, the estimation of the cost is about $13,000, and we plan to do that in the spring prior to the opening of the pool. Now, we did not budget for this. However, we've had a number of items that have come in under budget, and I've done the math on this, and we should have enough funds to move into that so as to cover the total cost of the much needed pool repairs. The changing out of the bands from blue to orange is near completion. We have 85% of our members who have changed those out. If you have not done so, please see Diana at the Goodie Shack and she will exchange those for you. If you are unable to come to the park, please contact myself, Dave, or Tana and arrange for you to mail your bands in, your blue ones, and we will mail you out the orange ones. We would like to have this exchange completed by the end of the season. Sue Whiteman has a couple of events coming up. One next weekend on the 19th, she is planning a quarter auction outside. You'll get your temperature checked and you'll have to keep a mask on and stay 6 feet apart. And she's arranged so that you don't have any person-to-person contact and the like. So enjoy the quarter auction if you're able to attend. We also have a free Christmas meal that will be served out of the window at the Goodie Shack. It'll be on the front window where they will provide a Christmas meal free of charge to any camper who wishes to have it. So anyway, take advantage of that, and Sue will be making postings to make you aware of times and that sort of thing. This is the year for the lake to be stocked. The fish will be here sometime in the fall. We have had one complaint. The complaint was regarding roaches in an unoccupied camper that were visible in the window. This issue began after the fire, so based on what I have talked to different people, and likely the roaches congregated in that camper as a result of no one being there, and following the fire it left some of those empty buildings that were torn down. The individual has removed the camper from the campground. I would like to thank James Meister for pulling the camper out and assisting their fellow camper, and I would like to also thank Harry Otto for helping to hook that up. Your assistance in this matter was greatly appreciated, and I would like to extend a thank you to Lot 214. I understand you had tragedy and you were having a very difficult time, yet you took time out and address this issue for me, and I want to thank you for that. I also want to talk to the membership briefly about some of the discussions that I had surrounding this. As I learn things, I want to share them with you. I did, during this process, speak to the health department, and I spoke with our attorney on this matter. The health department said they have no jurisdiction here, and they could not really assist us in any way with regarding the issue. Secondly, the attorney said this is a civil matter and it is to be addressed between the two lot owners. Our maintenance individuals are not typically assigned to go and spray for bugs or anything like that. They are here to maintain our common grounds, and that is more of a civil matter. But nonetheless, the issue has been solved, and thanks to the lot owner for assisting us with this. It is greatly appreciated. Additionally, I have spoken with the county. A couple of things regarding the county. One, if you use homestead exemption, they've changed things up a little bit, and you cannot live in a camper, and they are not allowing people to have new trailers or anything like that to use as a homestead exemption. I do have copies of the form. They'll be available in the office if you would like. You do have to show your driver's license with your current address, and moving forward it cannot be a camper or a trailer. But anyway, I wanted to update you on that as I've learned a little bit more about it. Additionally, unbeknownst to me, but they have a very new website here at the county, and they are asking that I've been informed that they've changed out some of the documents. The quitclaim deed and the warranty deeds are two different documents if you sell your property or buy a property that you need to know about. If you have no money exchange, you need a quitclaim deed. If you have money exchange, you need a warranty deed. Those are found on the website. We do have copies of those, both of those documents, in the office if you need them. We cannot fill your paperwork out for you. However, we can provide a document if you need it, or direct you to the website. So I did want to bring that to your attention as I've learned about it alongside you. We did have an election recently. I want to talk briefly about the election committee. One of the questions that's come to my attention is apparently there are some election committee members who are upset with the fact that when the board opted to leave some of the coordinators on for the entire year, since we did not have a September meeting, that we did not include the election committee on that list. That was not an intentional omission. It really didn't come up as much of a thought. All you have to do is contact us and let us know that you have an issue with that decision. I will be taking that back to the board and ask them to reconsider that decision. They're thinking, I believe, part of the discussion involved that we don't have enough election committee members as it stands. We only have 4. We need 5. And among those 4 members, 2 have indicated that they will be resigning from the election committee, leaving only 2 individuals left. So we're going to have to obviously vote some in anyway. I personally believe that even two members that have experience doing the election, there's a lot to know there, would be a benefit to the committee as a whole. So no malicious intent there. I didn't vote on it. I only vote if there's a tie in the board meeting. However, just if you ever have a question like that, all you have to do is reach out to us, and we're happy to revisit something. We're just trying to do what's right for the campground and trying to work through this time during this unusual pandemic. It was just an accidental oversight. The Board of Directors election. Mary Lynn Tedrick presented to the Board of Directors and gave the official reading, since we did not have a membership meeting, and the reading was as follows. Bill Dragoo votes 122, Kelly Bedoli votes 102, Dave Painter votes 117, John Phillips votes 107. Total votes 448. Number of absentee ballots requested 33, number of absentee ballots received 32. Number of in-person votes 186. Number of ballots cast total 218. 0 spoiled ballots. The declared winner of the NSPOA 2020 Board of Directors election is Bill Dragoo, Dave Painter, and John Phillips. I would like to take just a brief moment and thank the election committee for their hard work. They were asked to spend a lot of time. There were only 3 of them available that day, and they were here for a very long time. And I want to thank them for their strong effort, and that is a difficult committee to be on. Now I want to talk briefly about the process. So we have our normal board meeting on the second Saturday of the month. Then we typically would go to a membership meeting where the report I just read to you would be read. And then following that meeting, we go into executive session with the Board of Directors to vote on the President, First Vice President, and Second Vice President, followed by a division of duties among the board. Now, this board, the duties that they have listed that needed to be covered included pool, lake, area reps, election, activities, maintenance, welcoming committee, House Project, Horseshoe Park Project, and Neighborhood Watch. During this discussion, by unanimous consent, the board elected myself, Jean Hardy, back in as president and managerial officer, Bill Dragoo as first vice president, and Dave Painter as second vice president. There was a unanimous consent, unanimous vote that Bill Ratliff remain over maintenance. By unanimous consent, the election committee, Dave Painter, was assigned to provide oversight to that committee. By unanimous consent and unanimous vote, I was placed in charge of Welcoming Committee and Neighborhood Watch. During these discussions, there was a debate over who should be over area reps. We had two board members, both in a heated discussion about whether or not they were best suited for area reps. The solution was to leave Dave Painter in as area rep. He was nominated to continue to be over area reps, and that vote carried. I did not have to vote. There was no tie. So Dave Painter is over area reps and the election committee. During this discussion, John Phillips was nominated to be over Lake, the House Project, and the Horseshoe Pit Project. Part of the discussion involved his qualifications, having contracting experience. We have a great deal of work that needs to be done on the lake, the house, and the Horseshoe Pit. He declined to take on those duties. He presented to the board that he would not take over activities. He further stated he could not be over the lake or the pool, and that he could only be over the area reps. 2+ hours of discussions resulted in Mr. Phillips refused anything in any combination that was offered to him. He only wanted the area reps. The board finally determined that he would not accept any additional assignments, and so they divided the remaining positions among the board that would accept additional assignments. I accepted activities. I was nominated by Dave Painter to take on activities, and it was voted with one board member abstaining from vote. The House and the Horseshoe Pit were voted with three board members voting to nominate and for Bill Ratliff to assume that responsibility, and one member abstaining. I did not have to vote as there was no tie. Bill Dragoo was voted in over Lake by unanimous vote. So, in recap, I am manager and president. Additional duties include activities, welcoming committee, and neighborhood watch. Bill Dragoo is first vice president over pool and lake. Dave Painter is over area reps and election committee. Bill Ratliff is over maintenance, house, and Horseshoe Pit projects. I don't think our conversation is over. We did not assign anything to Mr. Phillips, as he would not accept any other nominations or positions outside of area reps. We would like to revisit this, and that is why I've delayed in making this video. This is a decision of duties. It's not written down anywhere what the duties are. It's determined at this point in time what are the duties that we as a board need to complete to ensure operations are smooth within the park. My objective is to make sure our board works together. I expect them to work together. I want to ensure that we select individuals to be over each area that has the skill set to complete the task. I want to set them up for success. We have enough trouble getting through everything in a year's time without placing an individual into an area that is not in their wheelhouse. I would like to say, please allow the board to work through this. We're a new committee. We are forming, and I guarantee when we get done, we will be performing for this campground. It's just a process, and we have to work through it. I'm not going to take a side on this. I just want our members and our board members to understand that this is a process that we have to work through together. I welcome Mr. Phillips to the board. He's been on the board with me before. I want him to be successful in whatever he is doing, and we will get through this. Each and every one of us will get through this. Our current employees were left with their evaluations completed, and we are extending offers to every employee that we previously had in the campground. And I want to thank our employees for all their hard work. Our grounds are looking wonderful, and our processes are improving. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I do the best job that I can for our campground. And now, just briefly before I go, I want to say a few words. I am very passionate about this campground. I have worked diligently, long hours, and hard to try to educate myself and help in any way possible to make this the best campground I can make it. I want it to be a place where you and your family can come and relax and enjoy your land and your place and have amenities that are top-notch. I want them to meet inspections. I want them to be in operation, like meaning the putt-putt, make it operational. I don't want our place to, I don't want people saying things that are bad about our campground. I want our bills paid. I want us not to be in debt. And I want us to enjoy our place. That is my goal. I care about this campground, and I care about all of you. Some people don't like me in this park, and I understand that. Not everyone is going to like everyone. I get that. I make mistakes, and if I have lost my temper, I apologize. If I haven't appeared receptive, I apologize for that too. Sometimes I get attacked. I know that's really hard to believe, but my sarcasm might come out here, but I've taken a lot of heat and a lot of attacks. So give me a break if you come at me with a question that I might question why you're asking me. I'm not hiding anything. I'm pretty transparent. I'm a pretty straightforward person. I'm not going to apologize for working hard on this campground, and I'm not going to apologize for some of the improvements that we've made. I'm not going to apologize for changing our bank account from, and I'm going to go back through, I found in 2013 we had a whopping $14,057 in the bank. In 2015, $44,436 in the bank. Today we have over $200,000 in the bank. And I just want to say that it is my responsibility to ensure that we have adequate reserve should something catastrophic happen, such as a pump go down in our sewer plant. Those are very costly. And I want to make sure that we're financially sound. And one way to do that is to ensure that everyone is paying their part by paying their maintenance fees. I looked back a few years and we had 27 chronically not paying lots. Today we are down to 5 individuals. I think that is a significant improvement, and I think we're making progress. I'm not doing this alone. I'm working hard, but it takes an entire team of people, and it certainly helps if I don't have people, trying to be trying to get in the way of our progress. Sometimes we have toxic people among us, and I believe that some of our campers are toxic, and some of them will stop at nothing to attack my character and knock this campground down. But if we don't have an association, you don't have all of the utilities and the amenities and the things that make this place a campground. If we don't have money in the bank, we can't pay our bills. When I took over this campground as the president, we had a number of significantly high unpaid bills. I couldn't go in Ace Hardware without someone saying, "Aren't you the president out there? No one's paid the bills." We don't have that anymore. I walk into the bank and they're glad to see me. I walk into Ace, I have no issue. I want that to be our campground. I want us to be known that we are a great, fun group and we are a reputable place to be. And I want us to have adequate reserves so we don't have to worry about our finances. I worry about those things for you. I'm sorry some of you don't like me, and I'm sorry that things sometimes get awry. But I'm here for you. If you ever have questions or need me for something, please contact me. I'm open to your questions. If sometimes I'm not receptive, I'm sorry for that. But I won't apologize for some of the successes that we've had. I'll continue to work hard for you. And I hope all of you are healthy, happy, and safe. And God bless all of you, and have a good evening.